One of the most well-known bank robbers in literary history, Robin Hood, is a character everyone is familiar with. Similar to him, numerous notable figures and bank robbers were praised for their cunning. When it comes to actual bank robberies, everything from the preparation to the execution to the getaway is typically extremely sophisticated. The 7 largest bank robberies of the 21st century are evidence of this. Let's see. 1. Theft of the Agricultural Bank of China, 2007. The biggest bank robbery in Chinese history was in April 2007. 2 bank managers, with the help of 2 other security guards, managed to steal a total of $6.7 million from the tellers of the Agricultural Bank of China. It didn't take long for other bank employees to find out about the theft. When this happened, the police were notified and those involved were arrested. In addition to the managers and security, 3 other people were involved in the robbery: a gentleman, a taxi driver, and a car saleswoman. All accomplices were located and arrested. The masterminds of the heist were later executed due to their arrogant behavior towards the heist. 2. Bank of Ireland Heist, 2009. In Ireland, one of the biggest bank robberies took place in 2009 in the capital, Dublin. The group of robbers included a Bank of Ireland employee, who kidnapped another employee and forced him to withdraw $9 million in cash, while his girlfriend and 2 other people were held hostage. Country's history. 7 people were arrested. Apparently all of them were part of a Dublin gang. The turning point came when, the following year, one of the men who claimed to have been held hostage was also arrested on suspicion that the robbery had been an inside job. Like, subscribe, and share this content with some friend. Help us to spread free valuable knowledge. 3. Northern Bank Robbery, Northern Ireland, 2004. Also in Ireland, this case took place at the Northern Bank in Belfast, Northern Ireland. While the previous case had a sum of $9 million, this one went a little further, resulting in $50 million stolen. The 2004 heist turned out to be one of the biggest bank robberies in Irish history. The night before, 2 different groups of armed men disguised as police had gone to the homes of 2 North Bank officers, holding their families hostage. The other day, when bank employees were sent to work, their families remained in the crosshairs of the robbers. Employees were instructed to wait for the bank to close before letting other group members into the bank. After stealing the money, they split the amount into 3 different cars, and the officers' families were released. To date, investigations into the case are ongoing, and only 1 person has been convicted of money laundering. 4. Central Bank Robbery, Brazil 2005. In 2005, the Central Bank, located in Fortaleza, was broken into by a gang of thieves who went through a 250-meter tunnel to reach the main vault. The thieves may even earn a credit due to the planning that involved the robbery. They used a landscaping company as a front to move large amounts of earth and rocks without arousing suspicion. The tunnel was an expertly constructed work. It had lighting and even an air conditioning system. After 3 months of excavation, they arrived at the vault. The men managed to escape with an amount of approximately $70 million. Police made several arrests related to the robbery and managed to recover $9 million, but most of the suspects are still at large. 5. The Securitas Depot, England 2006. The bank robbery case at the Securitas in England was the biggest robbery in British criminal history. About 6 men kidnapped the bank manager's family and tied up 14 bank employees. They took the equivalent of $92.5 million in cash. The mastermind of the robbery was arrested in 2010 after enjoying most of the stolen money while living in the West Indies. 6. Sumitomo Bank, England, 2007. A year after the Securitas Bank robbery, England was the scene of another major robbery. This time it was at Sumitomo Bank in London in September 2007. It could have been a huge success as the hackers managed to embezzle $300 million. But it turns out that the plan failed due to a simple mistake in transferring the money to another country. Hackers used a USB flash drive to install malicious software on employees' computers. With this, they were able to access the bank's private and business accounts. After several attempts to transfer the money, the hackers were tracked down and prosecuted. 7. Central Bank of Iraq, 2003. In 2003, Saddam Hussein stole nearly $1 billion from the Central Bank of Iraq. The maneuver took place shortly before the United States began bombing Baghdad. Bank officials say Saddam's son Qusay, along with an unidentified man, supervised the money inside boxes being loaded onto trucks during a 5-hour operation. Qusay was eventually killed a short time later by American troops in a firefight. Please make the internet cleaner and full of good knowledge. Share it with a friend and let us know what you think in the comments.